All right. So, you know that feeling when your business is going well, but it's like, is this it?
Yeah.
Is there more I could be doing?
Right.
Like you're playing checkers and it's time to step up to chess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we're diving into whether business coaching is that secret move to unlock your next level.
It's a popular topic.
It is, and we've got a ton of research lined up for you today about what business coaching really is, how it can help you, and how to even find the right coach because it's not one size fits all.
Definitely not.
So imagine you're sitting down with a business coach right now.
Okay.
What's that one question that pops into your head?
Most entrepreneurs I talk to really just want to know, what is business coaching beyond the hype?
Yeah, because it's a buzzword, for sure.
Definitely.
So how do we cut through that?
Mm-hmm.
Our research had a really interesting analogy.
Okay.
They said it's like having a custom-tailored suit made but for your business.
I like that because it really highlights how it's not generic advice you're getting.
Yeah.
It's really about understanding your business, your goals, your vision, and helping you craft something that fits.
Okay, so that makes sense in theory.
Right.
But what does a business coach actually do
Right.
during these sessions?
Yeah.
Is it like a pep talk every week?
It's much more than just motivation.
Okay.
There's definitely an element of that because running a business, you need that external validation and that push sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's more about having someone who's been there, done that.
They've been in your shoes.
Exactly. And can help you navigate similar hurdles that they've overcome.
So give me some concrete examples.
Sure.
What kind of stuff could a coach actually help me with?
But let's say you're struggling to stand out in the market.
It's okay.
A good business coach can help you pinpoint that unique value proposition
Right.
that really makes you different.
Yes.
And then build a marketing strategy around that.
See, now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Actionable.
exactly.
Okay, so besides marketing, what else falls under that business coaching umbrella?
It can be anything from building a strong team,
Like hiring and firing.
hiring, definitely, maybe not firing, but helping you cultivate a really good culture and put incentive programs in place.
Right, so your employees are engaged and want to stick around.
Yeah, and then streamlining operations,
Okay.
boosting accountability,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately making your business more efficient and profitable.
Now, this is making me think about something else we came across in the research.
Okay.
It talked about how coaches will often specialize in either small businesses
Right.
or large corporations.
Yeah.
Why is that distinction important?
Because the needs of a startup founder are going to be very different from the needs of a CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
I guess that makes sense.
It's like learning to ride a bike versus competing in the Tour de France.
Love that analogy.
Right.
So if I'm a small business owner,
Right.
I need to be looking for a coach who understands the unique challenges of, you know, maybe bootstrapping or trying to scale really quickly. And on the flip side, if I'm running a large company, I need to find someone who understands things like change management or navigating a really complex, maybe global workforce.
Exactly. They're going to have very different skill set.
So no matter what stage of business you're in, there's probably a coach out there who speaks your language.
Absolutely.
That's comforting to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I've decided I'm going to take the leap. I want to hire a business coach.
Right.
What does that journey look like from that initial thought to actually seeing some impact?
It's a process,
Yeah.
but it is flexible.
Okay.
And it usually starts with what we call a preparation phase.
Okay.
And this is really just where you have a conversation with your potential coach
Mm-hmm.
about your goals, your current situation.
Laying it all out there.
Exactly what do you want to achieve?
You're building that foundation.
Exactly. Making sure you're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And then you move into the contract phase.
Ah, yes. The legal stuff.
The not so glamorous part, but super important
Very important.
because it sets those clear expectations for a successful coaching relationship.
Okay, so the foundation is set, the contract is signed.
Right.
Then what?
Then comes the fun part, the startup session.
So the startup session.
Yeah.
What happens in that first meeting?
It's really about solidifying that personal connection.
Because you're going to be spending a lot of time together.
Exactly. You want to make sure you can be
Sure.
open and honest.
That you vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And you set the tone for that coaching relationship.
So it's not all business.
No, you can share a laugh or two.
Hey, you got to have a little bit of fun with it.
Absolutely.
Mm.
But you also use that time to clarify communication styles. Maybe map out the frequency and format of your regular coaching sessions.
Okay, so speaking of those regular sessions,
Yeah.
what can I picture?
Yeah.
Am I going in with like a PowerPoint presentation?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It depends on your coach and what you're comfortable with.
So it could be more casual.
It can be more casual.
Yeah.
It's really about finding that style that works for both of you.
So it's really a safe space then to
Exactly.
share those struggles, but also the wins.
Absolutely. And your coach is there to provide that encouragement and that accountability.
Like a good workout buddy.
Exactly.
Someone to cheer you on.
Okay, so we're hitting the gym, metaphorically,
Yes.
making progress with our coach.
Right.
When does it end?
Well, it depends on what you agreed upon initially.
So there is an end in sight.
There usually is.
Okay.
And that usually involves a final session.
So it's not like you just stop talking to them one day.
No, you have a formal process for closure,
I like that.
and you use that final session to celebrate your wins, big or small.
Always important.
Always.
Got to celebrate the wins.
Exactly. And identify any areas where maybe you need further development or discuss if you want to do a follow-up engagement.
So it's like you graduate to the next level and then you decide
Exactly.
if you need more help or...
Yeah, do you want to continue that relationship?
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty,
Okay.
the cost.
Right.
Because I imagine this is not cheap. It's an investment. Like any investment, you have to weigh the potential return.
Okay, I like that perspective.
Yeah.
But I'm still curious.
Okay.
What kind of numbers are we actually talking here?
So it varies,
Okay.
depending on the coach's experience, their location, the type of coaching you're looking for. But typically, hourly rates can range from $75 on the low end
Okay.
to upwards of $500
Wow.
for those really high-level...
Top-notch coaches?
Yeah, exactly.
What about packages?
Some coaches will offer monthly packages,
Okay.
and those can be anywhere from a few $100s to a couple $1,000s.
So you really do get what you pay for.
It seems that way.
So how do I make sure I'm making a smart investment?
Right.
How do I find the right coach?
It's a great question.
Yeah, it really is like finding a good partner for your business.
It is.
So what should people actually be looking for when they're browsing these potential business coaches?
Well, it's going to be a mix of things, right? It's going to be some objective factors, but also some of that, gut feeling.
Okay, so let's start with the practical stuff.
Okay.
What are some of the things I should be considering?
Well, first think about format.
Okay.
Do you want to meet with someone face-to-face, or are you okay with virtual coaching?
Because both are pretty common now.
They are, and both have their advantages, right?
Yeah.
In person, obviously, you get that personal connection,
Mm-hmm.
but you're limited by location,
Scheduling.
scheduling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Virtual, you have a lot more flexibility.
Wider pool of coaches probably too.
Absolutely. But you might miss out on some of that, in-person energy.
Sure, so it's finding what works for you.
Exactly.
Okay, so I've figured out my format.
Okay.
What's next?
So looking at their experience.
Okay.
Do they have experience in your industry?
Right, because a coach who specializes in restaurants probably can't help me with my tech startup,
Probably not.
even if they're great at what they do.
Okay.
Right. You want somebody who understands the ins and outs of your specific market.
Okay, so industry experience is important.
Definitely.
What about their coaching style?
That's where you're going to have to use your gut a little bit.
Okay.
Read their testimonials, look at their case studies.
See if their approach to accountability resonates with me.
Exactly. Do they feel motivating or do they feel overwhelming?
Okay.
Trust your intuition on that one.
Yeah, if something feels off, it probably is.
Probably.
Any tips for cutting through all the noise? Because there's a lot of coaches out there.
There are a lot of coaches out there.
How do I find the good ones?
Networking is always a good bet.
Okay.
Talk to other people in your industry.
Word of mouth.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to just do a good old-fashioned Google search.
All right, so I've found someone I like the sound of.
Okay.
The energy is there. I think the experience is there.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Ask good questions in that initial consultation.
Oh, so I'm interviewing them too.
Exactly. It's a two-way street.
I like that.
Don't be afraid to really dig into their process, what their coaching philosophy is like.
Make sure they're a good fit for me.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, this is a partnership.
This has been super helpful.
Glad to hear it.
As we wrap up, is there one big thing you hope our listeners will walk away with from this deep dive on business coaching?
I hope they realize that it's not a sign of weakness to seek out help.
Yeah, it's not giving up or anything.
No, not at all. In fact, it takes a lot of courage to admit that maybe you don't have all the answers.
To be vulnerable like that
Exactly.
and to invest in yourself and your business
Absolutely.
and to say, you know what, I think I can get to that next level. I just need a little help.
That's what it's all about.
So no matter where you are in your business journey, whether you're just starting out or you're running a huge company, it's okay to ask for help.
Couldn't agree more.
It's often in those moments of vulnerability that the real growth happens.
Absolutely.
So keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.